we are going to discuss about writing a simple applet program. We'll first see in the command prompt and then I'll show you in NetBeans also. Tell me, what is the first statement? What is the first statement for designing a GUI application? Do you require a container?
No.
Right? The container is available within which package?
Applet.
Java.applet. I know the class directly, isn't it? So what is the class name? Applet. Okay. Now, import java.applet.applet. I don't want any output. Okay. So which are the methods available within this package? Which are the methods available within this package?
Init, start, stop,
Init,
destroy.
start, destroy, and
Destroy.
okay, init, start, stop, and destroy. Okay, all these methods have some implementations. If you want to change, then only we need to change that particular implementation. Okay, import java.applet.applet. Then I need to have a class, isn't it? So public class. Let me give the name of the class as simple applet. Now you need to tell me, why did I give public class? Why did I give public class?
So that execution can no ma'am.
Who executes this? Somebody outside, isn't it? So browser has to execute. So it should be available as a public class, and it should be a derived class of the applet class. So I should write extends applet. Okay. So if I need to write a simple Java applet program, okay, the class should be a public class and it should extend the applet class. Okay. Right. Now, I don't want anything. Okay. I just want to just compile and execute this program. What is the name of the program? It is simple applet.java. Okay. I have written the code and I have saved it. Okay. Now go to the command prompt. Okay. How will you execute, compile the program? Java C. How will you compile the program? Java C. Simple applet.java. Isn't it? So the compilation is normal as how you do any Java program. So Java C simple applet.java. Okay, the compilation happens. It creates a simple applet.class file is created, but you cannot run using Java. Okay, you have to run this program using browser, isn't it? For browser, you need to write a small HTML program, isn't it? Right, in the notepad itself, you can write a HTML program. Okay. So why are we writing this HTML program is to just say that the web application has to access this simple applet. So I'm writing a small HTML program. To understand this program, you don't require to know HTML, just follow this. A program is always written within this particular tags. Tags are enclosed within less than symbol and greater than symbol. Any small HTML program should be enclosed within this tags. Okay, next. Within this, you can have heading, body of the web page, all that. Okay, so this is a simple program. So we will have only the body of the HTML program. Okay, so all right. Right, so I write the simple HTML program. HTML. Okay, you should have a body tag. Right. Now within this, let me type something called welcome. Okay, and the body should be closed. These are called tags. Okay, it should be enclosed within some tags. This is the simplest HTML program I can write and show for you. I'm just saving it. I'm saving into the location C drive Java JA programs. Here I'm going to give the name as my applet. Okay, it is not Java program, it is a HTML program, so end it with HTML. Okay, my applet.html. Okay, I've just created a HTML program. I am not included applets into it. I'm just showing a simple HTML program. Okay, save it. Okay, now how to run this is that just launch this in browser. Okay, so where it is available within C Java JA programs. What is the HTML name I gave? myapplet.html. So I'm just launching that program in the browser. So by default, the browser that I've selected is Internet Explorer. Okay. So what is that I am expecting the browser to type for me? What did I write? Welcome. It is just typing welcome for me. Okay. Now, my idea of having this is not to print welcome. I need to have applet, isn't it? Now, this web program, this HTML program should call the applet. Okay. For that, we have a tag called applet. We have a tag called applet. Okay. It should also be opened and closed like this. Now, within this applet tag, we have some parameters. There are 3 parameters. The first parameter is code. In this, you should give the class file. What is the name of the class file? What is the name of the class file? Simple applet, isn't it? So the first parameter within applet is simple applet code, and the second parameter is width of the applet. Okay, so in pixels we should give, it is an integer. So let me give the width of the container is 400 and the height of the container is 500. Okay, so within the applet tag, there are 3 parameters. The first parameter is called code, and the second parameter is called width, and the third parameter is called height. Within the code parameter, you have to give equal to and say simple applet. This is the class file. How did we create this class file? We wrote the simple applet program in command prompt, saved it as simple applet, and then we compiled it using Java C simple applet, isn't it? So just include the class file. Okay, if you want, you can give dot class also here. When you give in code, it is understood that it is a dot class file. Width is 400 and height is 400. Just save this program. It is a simple HTML program. Now, how do we run this? Now I got myapplet.html, isn't it? Right? I'm going to run this program, see what happens. See what happens. Now, I got an alert that application is blocked. Why? Why did I get this? Is that my browser, Internet Explorer browser, do not support applets. Why it does not applets is that it is an outdated methodology, isn't it? Yes, it is an outdated methodology. So none of the web browsers currently available does support applet. It does not support applet. Okay. Now, how do we run this? Is that we can't run it using this web browser method. Instead, we can go to the command prompt itself. Okay. We can go to the command prompt itself. We have already compiled this Java C simple applet.java. Like Java C tool or Java tool, we have one more tool called applet viewer. Okay, applet viewer. Okay, just give that command applet viewer and then give my applet. What is the name of the file? Myapplet.html. Okay, right now, did I get the output? See here. Applet is automatically initialized and it is also started. Now, when I minimize this, which method is called? Which method is called?
Stop.
Stop method is called. When I maximize it, which method is called? Start. Will it call again init? Will it call again init?
No, ma'am.
No. When I close this, which method is being called? Destroy. Stop first will be called and then destroy will be called. Okay. Now to again, I have to run it, then only it will get initialized. Tell me what is what is this size? This is your height and this is your width. Basically, I gave the width as 400 and gave the height as 500. Now, did I get a container? Right? Did I get the container? Yes or no? Right? In this container only, we have to keep buttons, labels, all that. Basically, you should have a container. On top of the container only, you can have the AWT components. So to have the container, we are using java.applet package. To have the GUI components, we have to use java.awt. This is the simplest program. Now tell me, what are the 2 methods available to execute your applet program? What are the 2 methods? First method is you can write a HTML program and run it with the help of browser. Okay, that is your first method. Second method is that applet viewer. Applet viewer, my applet.html. When you use applet viewer, okay, if you use simple applet.java, simple applet.java, right, you will not get the container because you are not you have not written the applet code within the simple applet.java. You have written the applet code within myapplet.html. You can also make it available within simple applet. I'll show you. Okay, before that, just tell me how to compile an applet program. What is the command to compile an applet program?
Java C dot
Same
name of
normal method, Java C, yes, correct. Okay, how to run the program? We have,
applet viewer and then HTML file name.
yes, two methods. One is you writing a HTML file. Another is you can call using applet viewer. You can execute it with the help of applet viewer. Okay, since I have already made this myapplet.html file, I have directly shown that myapplet.html file within the applet viewer itself. But if I try to see applet viewer within simple applet.java, I will not get the output. Okay, so how do I make this simple applet program to have a applet program called? Okay, for that, just go open the simple applet program. Okay, simple applet program, right? Okay, okay, now in this you can have the command, you can have the applet code. Tell me the applet code. Applet, how to call the applet? Applet code is equal to
Sample.
simple applet, the class file.
Width.
Okay, and what is the next parameter? Width is equal to 400. Anything you can give. Height is equal to 500, isn't it? Height is equal to 500. Just close the applet tag. Now, for applet viewer to see this program, what we basically do is enclose them within comment. I'm just enclosing the applet calling code within comment. Okay. Now I save this. Okay. I'm going to compile it again because the source program is changed. Java C simple applet.java. Okay. Now I can use this applet viewer, simple applet.java. Okay. Now I got the container. Okay. I did the same thing before also. Applet viewer, simple applet.java. I did not get the container because I have not enclosed the tags in comment. Okay. So for applet viewer to call the applet program, you have to write the calling code within the Java file itself, but enclose them within comments. Enclose them within comments. Now you can put this comment anywhere. You can put it after class also. You can put it before print also. Okay, anywhere you can put this comment. Your applet viewer will see this and then invoke the applet. Okay, right? So to execute, what are the methods I told you? Two methods. One is by writing an HTML program. Another one is by using applet viewer. We are not going to use that HTML file method because all the browsers currently are outdated to use that. Okay, yeah, all the applet programs are outdated to be used within the browsers. Okay, clear? Did you understand this program? I'll go back to our slides. So this is your simple applet program. I have not showed you this. I'll show this also. Okay. So this is your simple applet program, right? So after we enter the source code for simple applet, compile it in the same way as we normally do. There are two ways in which you can run the applet. Execute the applet within Java compatible web browser. Okay. You have to write a HTML file for this. Otherwise, use an applet viewer as a standard tool. Okay. So write the program and then write the HTML code. For the HTML code, you should have this applet code is equal to this. Okay. This will not run. So we are going to use the same thing by the help of applet viewer tool. Okay. After you run it, you get the output as welcome. Okay. We have not made any output to the applet, isn't it? So now this will only print the container. This Java program will only print the container. I wanted to have an output. Now to have an output, I should use the paint method automatically called by the browser. Okay. But the paint method is available within which package?
AWT.
Import AWT. So you should import java.awt. Okay. I'll write star. Okay. Now within this, the name of the method is public void paint. Okay. Paint basically takes one parameter called graphics. Okay. So the environment in which we type something in the GUI is called graphics. Okay. So for that we have a graphics class inside AWT. Actually, you have to write here java.awt.graphics class. Okay. So graphics class is available within AWT. Okay. So whatever you need to output is established with the help of this graphics class only. Okay. So to the paint method, we should give that as a parameter. Now this is E is an object of type graphics. Now I need to write something on the applet. So I basically use this object and call a method called drawString. E.drawString. Okay. E.drawString. I need to close this. Okay. E.drawString. I wanted to print hello. Okay. So this drawString takes 3 parameters. Okay. Hello. And then you need to give the XY coordinates of where you need to print hello. Okay. This H should start at a place. No, that coordinate we should give. So in graphics environment, every point, every pixel is identified with a XY coordinate. Okay. So I'm going to print at the place 100 and 100. Okay. Right. So I've just finished the simple applet program. Save it. Go to the command prompt. Compile it. Okay. And then after compilation is successful, okay, you need to use applet viewer, simple applet. So within simple applet, I have given the applet code. So I can directly use applet viewer, simple applet.java. Okay. Right. You can see the container. The container is having at 100 location, we have hello. Okay. Applet is a container. Within the container, I have used an AWT class called graphics class. Graphics class has a method called drawString. Okay. Which takes 3 parameters. I have given hello to be printed. So hello is printed. Did you understand this program?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, it's not only I can write, I can also draw rectangle, something like that. So draw.rect. Okay. Now we should give the XY coordinates plus height and width of the rectangle. Okay. So it basically takes 4 parameters. Okay. I'll go compile it. Sorry. I need to compile it first and then use applet viewer, simple applet.java. I got a rectangle. Did you understand? Right? Applet is a container within java.applet package. Anything on the applet, whether it is input or output, you should be using something from AWT. Now, since it is an output, I should use a paint method. Within the paint method, I'm going to invoke a method called drawRect, and it prints the rectangle on the graphics environment. Did you understand this program? Right? This is basically applets. Now I've shown you in command prompt. Let us see in NetBeans. Let us see the same thing in NetBeans. Okay. I'll take any project. So let me take Java application 51. Just right click on it. Okay, within this, I wanted an applet class. See, new, if you go to new, you have something called Java class or applet, anything you can pick. Okay, and let me pick applet. So within Java application 51, it is asking me the name for the applet. Let me give simple applet. Simple applet. Same program I'm going to do in NetBeans. Okay, I gave the class name as simple applet and I've used new Java applet. Okay. So now within Java application 51, I got a class called simple applet. Okay. Have I used only Java class, right? Sorry. have I used only Java class, I would not got this import java.applet and all. Since I gave a new applet, I got this automatically. Okay. You can also give Java class and then write the import yourselves. Okay. I'll delete all these things. Okay. Now what is the method we want? Public void paint, isn't it? Sorry. Public add void paint. I wanted graphics e dot, say I have not imported the package, isn't it? So what package I should import? Import java dot awt dot graphics, or I'll give directly star. Okay. So e dot, now within AWT, what all I have, I will be getting it. Okay. We are going to pick something called drawString. Right. In this string, I'm going to give welcome. Okay. Welcome. Let us give some coordinates for this. Let me give 100, 100. Okay. That's all. Just it is auto compiled. Just run it, run file. Okay. It will call the applet viewer. Okay. Applet viewer will give us a container, and within the container we'll get a string called welcome. Okay. You need not even embed the applet code if you do it in NetBeans. Okay. But in all your theory exams, okay, you are expected to write the applet code in comment. Okay. Do you understand? Okay. Nobody expects you to do the program in NetBeans, isn't it? You are supposed to do it in command prompt. So whenever you write a program in your theory exam, you are supposed to give here that applet tag, right? Within this, what you should write? Within this comment, what you should write? What you should write here? Applet code is equal to simple applet. That code you should write here. Okay. Now see the output of this program. We got a container. It takes the default container size. Okay. Welcome. Okay. So those parameters, the size of applet and all is available within init method. Supposing that I wanted a background for this applet container. Which method? In which method I need to change the background as pink or some yellow color? In which method I should do? I should do it in which method is called only once during the applet start, which is before that, which method is called? Init method is called, isn't it? So just give init. This method is, implementation of this method is already available. That is why you got the applet. Okay. But I still wanted to change the background of this. Okay. Background color of this container. So this dot set background. See, set background color dot yellow. Okay. So when I run this, I will get the container with the background color yellow. Did you understand? Yes. Yes, students, did you understand? Right. So basically, if you want to initialize, apart from the default parameters, you should do that within the init method. You don't even want this dot. It is understood that it is applet only, isn't it? So just give set background. It's a method within the applet. So background, you got yellow. Clear? Yes. Now I wanted a button in this. How do I do it? I wanted a button in this. How do I do it? I need a button in the container. How do I do it? Within the init. Yeah. How do I do it? We have a button class within AWT, isn't it? Okay. So just let us have a button called B1. Okay. Button called B1. It's a class. So I wanted an object. So we use we wanted a reference variable. So button B1 is equal to new button. So constructor is called. Constructor has a parameter called a label for that particular button. So let me give click me. Okay. Semicolon. So this button class is available within AWT. I have directly given star. So button class is imported. So button B1 is equal to new button click me. Okay. If you just give this, button will not be added to the container. Okay. B1 is created, but the B declared, but B1 should be put within the applet, isn't it? So within the applet container. So for that, you have to add B1 dot, sorry, it is add method of applet container, add B1. Okay, so just run this. Say I got a button here, isn't it? Right? Yes. Now, if I want to give a background for this button, button should be in some purple color. Okay. So how do I give? Set background.
B1 dot set background.
Yes, it is B1 dot set background. Okay, B1 dot set background. I should type this. B1 dot set background. Okay, now this color is a class again available within AWT. Okay, it has many constants. Color dot yellow. Now if I give red here, right? Again, red is a constant within color class. Now when I run this, B1's background color will be changed to red. Now if I click this button, anything happens in the container? Anything happens in the applet? Yes or no? When I click this, anything happens?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, nothing happens when I click this. That means there is no life to the component. AWT component does not have life. Okay. That means it is not dynamic. To make it dynamic, we should use event handling. And that is the event handling using AWT. So if I jump directly into event handling based on AWT, you may not know what is applet, what is AWT, isn't it? That is why in this class we have discussed, okay, about basics of event handling, which is applets and AWT. Okay, button is not having the capability to take any event, so you should write a event handling code. Okay, so to write the event handling code, your AWT class does not support. You have to use some other class called import java.awt.event. So all the classes and methods that support event handling on AWT class is available within java.awt.event. So let me put star. Okay. So the theory part of this, we will again have a recap and then come to this. So I hope you should have understood till this point. Okay. So we'll see it again. So to develop any GUI application, okay, any application in real world is GUI. Okay. So you need to use abstract window toolkit for that. Okay. So abstract window toolkit is available within the package java.awt package. It has all the components. Okay. All this button, label, all the components are available as classes within java.awt package. Okay. Within AWT package has this class hierarchy. The super class of all the classes of AWT classes component, which has all the components. Basically, these components are displayed on a container. There are many containers. One container is called frame. Another container is called applet. Okay. So that applet class is available within the package java.applet. Applet produces a GUI, container for GUI. Apart from this, we can also call applets or small Java programs that are transported over the internet, automatically installed as a part of web document. So after the applet arrives on the client, it has limited access to the resources, so it can produce a GUI. Okay, so it can produce a GUI automatically. So to produce a GUI, the container class is available within java.awt. Okay. So this is the applet class hierarchy: object, component, container, panel. All these classes are within java.awt, but applet class is available within java.applet. Right? This is the life cycle of an applet. During the life cycle, it will be in 5 states: either init state or start or paint stop or destroy. Init is invoked only once and destroy is also invoked only once. Whenever you minimize the browser, stop will be called. Whenever you maximize the browser, start will be called. Any output to the container should be established with the help of paint method. Okay. So we have seen the advantages and disadvantages. This is a simple applet program, right? So after we enter the source code, just compile it in the same way as we normally do. But to execute, we have two methods, executing the applet within Java compatible web browser or applet viewer. We are not going to use the first method because it is completely outdated. We'll be using the second method. To use the second method, what you have to basically do is within the Java program, you have to embed the applet code in comments. This comment can be put anywhere. When you just compile this and run this with the help of applet viewer simple applet.java, you will get this as the output. Okay. So this method using applet viewer is very, very easy. Edit the Java program, compile it, execute it with the help of applet viewer. It does not need a main method. Okay. It must run under a Java compatible web browser or applet viewer. Okay. IO user input and output is not established via your system.out.println and all. We don't use. We use AWT or Swing. So user interaction to the applet is done with the help of AWT or Swing. Okay. So set background is color pink and set foreground color is hello. Okay. So I got this.
Thank you all for watching my video.